Good morning. Hi. Just wanted to pause and take like 5 minutes to talk to you today. I'm just kind of sitting in the corner of the tech office here and just wanted to let you know that you're amazing. You can live the life that you want to live and you can create the kind of life that you want for yourself. It's not always easy, it's not always straightforward, and maybe you're not sure of the path that lies in front of you, but whatever comes your way, you're going to be able to handle. Whatever you want for yourself, you can create. You can create the kind of life that you want to live, and it doesn't have to look anything like somebody else's life. You don't have to have a clear picture of what it is for you to be able to create it. Sometimes we're walking in the dark. Sometimes we're driving down the highway and we can only see 11 feet in front of us, but as long as we can see that 11 feet, we can get to our destination. I can't always picture what the summit of the mountain is going to look like while I'm on my way there, and I think that's something that we maybe get a little confused about in our day-to-day life, because there's a lot of talk if you're at all tuned into the self-help manifestation, like make your dream life a reality, dialogue that happens on the internet every single day, or in your day-to-day life. You might have people in real life who are also talking about these kind of things, but I think that there's a tendency when we're thinking about manifesting our dream life, there's a tendency to make it sort of mandatory that you have a vision, or that you can picture what your life is going to become and what your life is going to feel like. And that's kind of the prevailing lesson that I hear over and over again, is that you have to be able to envision the life that you want, and that's how you're going to be able to work yourself there one step at a time. That's how you're going to be able to call that into existence, by calling in those feelings of the life that you want, and by being able to picture it crystal clear. And I just kind of want to offer an opposing opinion, or an opposing viewpoint, that maybe you don't need to have it crystal clear in your head. Maybe you don't need to have an image of what it's going to look like. You just have to have trust and belief that you can change the way your life is now. Because life is full of surprises, right? I think it's kind of a trap. It's a little bit of a trap, and maybe just kind of a trap. It might just be a little bit of a trap to think that you can clearly envision your life and that you're going to be able to work your way there just because you can see it. Nothing we envision is real. What do I mean by that? What I mean is, life is always going to look a little bit different than the way we imagine it. Always. Period. There's, even when your exact dreams come true, they're a little bit tweaked. They're a little bit different than the way that you pictured it to begin with, and I just want to encourage you that maybe you don't have to have it all figured out. Maybe you don't have to have it super crystal clear in your head. You just need to be able to put one foot in front of the other and make tiny, tiny, tiny decisions every single day that are moving you towards the kind of life that you want to live. Maybe you want to live a life of freedom, a life of opportunity, a life of serenity, a life of wealth and blessings and goodness. I mean, don't we all want to live a life like that? But maybe you don't know what that looks like for you, and I just want to encourage you that it's okay if you don't know what that looks like for you. You are free to simply make tiny, tiny, tiny shifts in your day-to-day habits and your day-to-day rituals and your day-to-day beingness and doingness. You're allowed to make little tiny shifts. You want to be someone who's a little bit more active, you can make a shift to be a little bit more active. You want to be someone who's a little bit more wealthy, who has abundance at their fingertips, you can make the shift every day to be a little bit more abundant, to be a little bit more wealthy. Whether that's in your mindset or whether that's in your actions, both make a difference. But all we can do is affect the here and now, right? We can't magic ourselves 20 years into the future, into the situation that we want to be in, without making consistent action on a day-to-day basis in our here and now. Focus on the consistent action. Focus on the steps that you can take today, because today is the only thing that's promised. So the more and more we start to focus on envisioning what our perfect life is, however long in the future, right? 5 years, 10 years, 20 years into the future. Sure, I can see the benefit of that, and I do enjoy daydreaming about, my cabin in the woods, my, family, the babies that I'm gonna have, the cob house that I'm gonna build. I can envision the land that has, this open meadow and aspen trees in the back, and a stream, only 100 yards away, and mountains off in the distance. I can picture all of these things, and I want that for myself. And I try to immerse myself in the feeling of already having it, of already accessing that reality. And I do believe in that power. I'm not denying that there's power in manifesting in that way, but I just want you to be careful that you don't get caught up in thinking that the future is the good part of life, right? The goodness is here and now, and the blessings are here and now, and the miracles are here and now today with you already. You don't have to wait for 20 years in the future to have your house and the trees and the stream and the yard and the babies. You don't have to wait for all of that to come true to be happy with your life. And that's maybe something that is not super obvious when you dive into the manifestation realm. The way to manifest is to feel like you already have it, and not to get caught up in thinking that you have to add or remove something from your life in order for your life to be perfect. Your life is perfect right now. And because it's perfect right now, you can shape it right now. You can shape it and tweak it and change it into what you want it to be. Life is really, 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 really magical. And now I'm just rambling a bunch, but the main idea that I wanted to get across to you today is just that you can become who you want to become, and you can make your life the way you want it to be. It starts with accepting and loving the way that it is right now, and not reaching or striving for something in the future, because the future's not real, right? Only what we have here and now today is real. Only the present is real. Only this moment is real. So don't put all your chickens in the future, right? Pay attention to what's here in front of you today. I love you. Love you very much. Bye.